Hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to Produce Kitchen. On the menu today, we have meatloaf and baked potato wedges. If you're new to my kitchen, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. So without wasting time, let's get into the video. For today's recipe, we need 500 grams of minced meat. I'm using beef, 1 banana pepper, 1 Fresno-Pfeffer, 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 200 grams of ham. I'm using chicken and pork, 1 cup of fresh chopped parsley, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 100 grams of Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Also, we need 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 slices of processed cheese, and 1 egg. And these are all our ingredients. So let's get cutting. So I'm going to cut my peppers, onion, and parsley and into big chunks, and together with the garlic I'll put in a food processor and chop it up, okay, into very thin slices. You could also do this by hand, okay. Just try to cut it up as much as you can because we don't need big chunks of veggies in our meat loaf. And you could also do it with a blender, okay. Pause it a few times, but you have to take time not to turn it into a puree because we don't want it very liquid and turning our meatloaf into a pool of water. So before I forget, the ingredients and their exact measurements are in the description box below. So right here, I'm done blending, I'm done chopping up our veggies. This is what we're looking for. Thin slices, okay? Chunks, little bits, not pureed veggie and not big chunks. So right here in a bowl, I put in my meatloaf, I added the veggies, I added the spices and basically put in every other ingredient for this recipe and mixed it well with my hands. I'm done mixing the meat right now. Next, I spread out a parchment paper and flatten the meat over it. Okay, not too flat because when you're trying to roll it over, if it's too flat, it's going to break apart. Okay, next, I spread my cheese right at the beginning of the meat because I wanted my cheese to be at the center of the meat loaf. Okay, if you want your cheese everywhere, you could just spread it out everywhere. Next, I put the ham and rolled my meatloaf over. I'll tie the two ends right now with a kitchen twine. Then wrap it up again with an aluminum foil and then set it aside in an oven tray to rest while I prepare the potato wedges. Here I have some potatoes that I peeled, washed, and cut into wedges. Next, I'll season it with 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, and about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Next, I'll mix it very well and spread it on the oven tray. Okay, I have to spread it out really well so that none of it lies on top of each other, because they have to have space, okay, have room to be crispy. If they lay on top of each other, they're gonna turn out not very crispy, okay. Next, together with the meatloaf in the same tray, I'll pop it into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes, or until the potatoes are soft and golden brown. Now this is 40 minutes later. It's out of the oven. I'm going to transfer right now the meatloaf to another tray because it's cooked, but I have to cut it open because it has to cook more to be golden brown. Okay, so let's say it's I'll open it all up right now, the top of it, and then pop it right back into the oven for another 15 minutes, or until it's completely golden brown. And here it is. This is 15 minutes later for the meatloaf, because the potatoes, I didn't put them back in the oven. This is extra 15 minutes for the meatloaf. Look at it, it's done. The aroma, oh my. Now, but you're going to let it cool down a bit, okay, before cutting it open. So about 10 minutes later, I cut it up, and this is it. Just check out, take a look at that cheese that's coming out of it. It's so good. The taste of those veggies combined with the meat and the ham and the cheese. Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to take a taste test. And before I go, I thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.